to partner with them. But where are we in Trinidad and Tobago today? We are witnessing the rapid decline and fall of the energy sector, not resulting from any international economic conditions, but clearly from decisions or lack of decisions over the past 15 months when the UNC government came into power. The decisions taken without explanations had led to the following. Whether you like them or not, these are the facts. The decisions taken without proper explanation to this country are: 1, the cancellation of the Alutrin project; 2, the abandonment of the Alutech R&D programs; 3, the withdrawal of SR Steel; 4, the withdrawal of the gas to propylene project; 5, the indefinite deferring of the AUM2 complex; 6, or is it 7? 6, the abandonment of the extension of the East Point Lisa site and the proposed marine facilities; 7, the abandonment of the Union Estate industrial site at La Brea; 8, the abandonment of the completion of the marine facilities at La Brea. Let us more carefully examine those decisions of cancellation and abandonment. The energy sector was on the verge of creating a buoyant and sustainable downstream subsector based on the natural gas industry. This has been an elusive goal to which a great deal of effort was dedicated over the period 2003 to 2009. And the goal included production of aluminium, production of plastic, production of flat steel products, production of urea, ammonium nitrate, and melamine, UAM. We had UAM-1, a PNM project. We were looking for UAM-2. The creation of a new petropole in southwestern region, that is Palo Seco, La Brea, Point Fortin. Increasing revenues from the LNG plants, that was our goal. A new fiscal regime to encourage more exploration and production effort, that was our goal. These efforts have now all gone to naught, thanks largely to the actions or inactions of the current government. I must remind this House, Mr. Speaker, that Trinidad and Tobago has had changes in government since 1986. But, and this is an important but, contracts approved by the Cabinet of Trinidad and Tobago and signed off by agencies of the government of Trinidad and Tobago have always been considered sacrosanct. And I want to repeat that for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Contracts approved by the Cabinet of Trinidad and Tobago and signed off on by agencies of the government of Trinidad and Tobago have always been considered sacrosanct and fully respected until now. Yes. By example, the PNM government in 1992 respected the commitment and contract given and entered into by the NAR government. Classic example was the upgrade of Petroleum Refinery, an NAR project. We had difficulty with it. We had some difficulty with some of it, but the contractual arrangements were respected. The Pandey UNC, not this PP, the Pandey UNC, in 1995, respected and honored the agreement of the LNG project reached by the PNM government. Today we have trains 1, trains 2, trains 3, train 4 as our country's economic lifeline and savior. I just want to ask the country whether you agree with LNG or not. Suppose the Pandey government had cancelled the LNG project. Just think on those things. The reputation of this country has always been very high, but is now sadly eroded. This UNC coalition government, without receiving explanations or consultation with contracted parties, have cancelled or abandoned major investments and other contracts. Our latest count reveals that at least $5 billion of foreign investments have been lost through the behavior of this government's abandonment and cancellations. What is more, in the long term, is that potential foreign investors no longer have that feeling of comfort that changes in government will not affect any previous final agreements. That is dangerous for any country. Mr. Speaker, what has been the result? No new projects. No increasing gas market. No drilling and exploring for gas to meet expected demand. In simple words, Mr. Speaker, the energy sector at this time is facing a rapid decline that will prompt a national disaster if fortune does not favor us in the short to medium term. Mr. Speaker, these are some of the issues which need to be put squarely before the national community so that they could understand and appreciate where we are now and how we are going to treat with the industrial sector. The recent Ryder Scott report shows that at current consumption rate, we have 9 years of proven gas left for our mature gas fields and industries. This is cause for concern, Mr. Speaker, in view of the slew of issues surrounding rectification of this challenge. The situation becomes even less comforting when one considers that the last bid rounds were anything but successful. In one instance, 11 blocks were put up for auction and only 3 were found to attract bids which are suitable. In the case of the deeper environment, the outcome was no better, resulting in the ministry having to revisit and reopen a bid which initially was thought to be unsuitable. The numbers in the current budget documents are also a little scary, since they demonstrate how far behind we are with a national drilling program, something that's necessary to give us the comfort of moving probable reserves to proven reserves in a timely manner. The review of the economy documents indicate that whereas in the 2005-2006 period, we were drilling 40,000 meters in exploratory activity, and this increased to 45,000 meters in the period 2008 to 2009. We were down to 11,000 meters in 2010, 10-11 period, 11,000 meters, and now in 2011, we're down to 2,700 meters of exploratory drilling. These are the facts, Mr. Speaker. From 40,000 meters a few years ago to 2,700 meters of exploratory drilling. Mr. Speaker, whereas we were drilling an annual average of 10 to 12 exploratory wells in 2006 to 2008, in the period October to 10 to September 11, the number of exploratory wells, 0. Even as this is the situation, government spokespersons persist in talking about how successful the bid rounds were and how rosy the situation is. Last year we heard a lot about cross-border gas from Trinidad and Tobago, Venezuela, Loran, Manatee Field, spoken of in such a way that we were led to believe that an agreement was imminent. This is of such importance to Trinidad and Tobago that any significant advance, if it had been made, should have attracted the attention of the Minister of Finance. His silence on this matter caused one to think that, like most other things UNC, nothing has been achieved, and the talk was just more public relation overstatement. Having damaged the investment climate, having created political instability in the cabinet arrangements, the Minister of Finance comes once again trotting out project names with no real information about the likelihood of any of these coming on stream in the fiscal year. Reliance, going to ship to Asia. Company, investor, Reliance, glad to hear that. Where are the facts? What exactly is that? Who are the principal investors? Is there an investment decision on this? What is the size of the investment? When will it come to fruition? And where will it be located? These are all relevant, straightforward questions. They're not trick questions. Methanol to propylene. this the same methanol to propylene project that was on the horizon when I was in the